Hello everybody. I recently had an opportunity to repair an Amana commercial dryer, and you can see the model number here. It's an ALE643RBW, and the dryer was tumbling but there was no heat, and as it turns out it was a very simple fix to get the heat working again, and let me show you what we did. Access is very simple. There are two screws on the front of the machine by the floor. So you remove the two screws and the lower front panel comes off. You look into the back of the machine in the lower left hand corner. You'll see the back side of the heater. All you do to remove the heater is you remove the screw that's here. There was one screw here and one screw here, and the heater will slide right out and you'll be able to work on it and disconnect it. I would take a picture of where the wires are connected so you don't get it all messed up. This is what the back of the heater will look like as you look at it from the front of the machine. There's one of the thermostats. There's the other thermostat right there. And right here you can see this wire has a break in it right here. The wire has completely burned open circuit, and then this wire continues over to the other side of the thermostat. So we're going to remove the terminal from here, cut the wire back here, and re-terminate it. And it will look something like this. So here's what my new wire looks like. This was the original terminal down here, and the only terminal that I happen to have was a right angle terminal, but it's going to work just fine. And so I cut the wire back about an inch, re-stripped it, and this length turns out to be long enough to make a good connection. Again, the wire is rated 105 degrees C insulation, and it appeared to me to be either a 12 or 14 gauge stranded copper wire. So pay attention to the size and pay attention to the insulation rating if you decide to replace this entire wire. But I just reused the old one and cut off the problematic section. So all we did to fix the dryer was to repair that wire. We tried to replace the wire, but the wire is pretty heavy gauge. I'm going to guess that wire is a 12 or 14 gauge. It has 105 degree C rated insulation. And so the size of the wire and the insulation rating of the wire is not trivial. And since I didn't have exactly the right wire and insulation rating to replace it, all I did was I repaired the connection. So I cut the wire, the bad connection, and I cut back the wire about an inch, and then I put a new quick connect terminal on the end of it and put it back in the dryer, and the dryer is as good as new. Since we had the heater element out, we decided to put the new heater element in. But the fact of the matter is, this old heater element, there was actually nothing wrong with it. It doesn't read open circuit. It has a resistance, and I think this heater element was perfectly good. It was this burned out wire was preventing the circuit from being completed, and therefore the heater was not energizing. Once we replace that wire, everything works perfectly. So no new parts, replace a wire. It's about as cheap a repair as you can get. Hopefully this helped you a little bit. You can dig into your dryer before you order any parts or get yourself really dirty. In a matter of minutes, you can determine whether you have the same problem and whether a simple repair to the wire is going to get you working again. Thanks for watching. How about subscribing to my channel if you found this interesting or entertaining?